I started off by seeing these poles at the bottom of the stairs, and I thought I have to take a picture. So I started off with this, but I don't like how open it is. I kind of wanted it more focused on the poles. This next one is kind of more what I wanted to do, but I don't like how it's angled down. And it's too zoomed in on the ground and the water. I kind of wanted it more to the side a little bit. So for this next one, I was able to get more of the poles, but I don't like how it's so blurry. It's too zoomed in, and you're not able to focus on anything until the end with the last few poles in the water. So for the final picture, I was able to back myself up a little bit and zoom out more so you can see the background and all the different poles in this photo, and you can also see the ground. We also had to do an architecture portion for the class, and I went to the Shakespeare Theater in Stratford, which is one of my favorite places to visit. I knew it had this clock, so I had to go and take a picture of it. So I went up to the top and saw this and just took a shot just so I can see what I had to work with for this shoot. This next photo is what I really wanted to get into, the more closeness of it, so you can see the different aspects of it and what is in it, like the two people. You can see an eagle at the top, a flag, the clock, a dial, everything in it. So I just wanted people to focus on that, basically. This next one is basically my final photo, but it's not complete yet. It's a little bit dull. But I like how you can see the dial close up, and you can see the S for Shakespeare, and you can see the different numbers for the time, and you can see the character in the background to represent the theater. So I went into Photoshop after, and I just enhanced the color so you can focus on it more instead of just the building in the back and the sky. You can focus more on the colors of the dial and the clock and the symbols of the theater. We also had to take portraits for this class, so we got into small groups and just took pictures of each other. This is my friend Corinne, and she was our model for the day at the time. I started off taking horizontal photos, but I really don't like it because there's too much negative space and it's not really focusing on her as much. This next one is a vertical photo, which is what I really wanted, and it's focusing more on her. I like how you can see the shadow in the background, but I just don't like her facial expression and how she's like holding her arms in this photo. This is my final photo, but it's not completely done yet. I do like how it's more focused on her and how she's positioned to the side, so you can see her emotion and how she's laughing. But I just didn't like the colors. I don't like how bright it is. So I went into Photoshop and I made it black and white, so it's all one photo. She blends in with the background a little bit, and it's not all crazy, and there's not too much to focus on with the different colors of her shirt, her skin, her hair, and her nails. These last set of photos have to do with the still life portion of the class. My friends and I took a book, a colorful vase, and a rose and just put them together to make something creative. But I didn't really like this photo just because you can see all the different shadowing, like someone's fingers are on the side, and you can see where the paper is like bent in the back, and I didn't like that, and you can see the crinkliness. So for this next photo, I zoomed in a little bit more, and you can focus more on the vase and the flower itself. There's the rule of thirds here because it's focusing more on one side more than the other, and I do like that, but I don't like the colors necessarily of this photo. So I'm starting to zoom in more and more in each photo, and I like this one because it's focusing more on the flower now instead of the whole thing in general. You can still see part of the vase, but it's not as big as it was before. And for this final photo, I captured what I really wanted, which was just simplicity. You can just see the flower itself and all the little details it has, like the decaying of the top of the petals and the different textures in it, and along with the stem and the little leaves on the side. And that's what I really wanted to capture, and that's what I really like about this photo.